Ooh, ooh, ooh. What's up, Team T, baby? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm doing good, but how y'all doing? Okay, so some of you might have already noticed from just looking at me right now. And this is crazy that I'm already like on camera because I wasn't expecting. Sorry if it's like a little bit dark. I'm just using like the natural light. I was not expecting to come back on camera this like soon because of what I'm about to tell you is not fully healed. So yes, you all been waiting to know what it is that I had done, what surgery I got that I've been saying on Instagram. So I'll come a little bit closer if you can notice. I had a rhinoplasty. So your girl's looking mighty fine with this, the side view, the front view. So it's still really swollen. So this is why like I didn't think I was ready to come back on camera yet, because I wanted to show you guys when the swelling came down like tremendously. But it's just like it's taking, you know, it's only been about my third week coming out from surgery, and the nose takes a while for it to go down. I'm still pretty stuffy. I might add in this video some of the graphic pictures that I looked like absolute hell when I first got out. It's been a process, a journey, and there's many reasons why I got it done. So for anyone out there who is looking to do rhinoplasty, let me just share with you my story. So this was something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and a lot of people didn't even like really, I guess, notice how bad it was and how broken it was. But yes, growing up, I broke my nose like probably like 3 times, maybe even more, and I fractured it. I've hit it. I've done so much to my nose that like this girl needed some help. Like she couldn't breathe at night. She was struggling. She wasn't looking right anymore. Like now, look at this. Like I just love the profile, the side view, the front view. Like I really do love it. And it's not even, sorry, let me just adjust this. And it's not even like came down from the swelling. So your nose takes about a full entire year for the swelling to come down. And I'm not even at week 3 yet, which is why maybe you guys have seen me post why I can't work out. I've only been able to do like light cardio, like walking. Like I'm on the Stairmaster at like level 2 just to keep my mind sane, because it's so hard to not go to the gym when you're a gym rat. But as you can tell, I'm stuffy, and I might be making it a little bit worse, because if any kind of blood rushes to your head, the swelling goes up, and if you eat any like sodium or salt, the swelling goes up. So anyways, back to my story. I've broken my nose throughout my whole life. Like as I was growing up, I was a huge tomboy. I was always out with my brother and his friends. I've got hit with a baseball bat. I've got my head slammed into the concrete by my nephew. I've got hit tremendously times. Like when I was actually in recovery for the week, I was back in by LA at my parents' house visiting them, and they were just reminding me of how many times I actually broke my nose growing up, and like how many times I would come in with black eyes and like my nose running and all this stuff. So finally, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but like I said, this takes a toll out of you. This takes at least over a month off. This takes a lot of different things, like more than I knew. Like I've had to, you know, prepare for this. I've had to fly from Hawaii back to LA a few days ahead. I had to meet with the doctor, and then from there I had to stay there for a week, and that was just a week of craziness. And then I had to, after I was able to fly back, you know, I'm not able to get in front of the camera until now. Today I finally decided, and I was like, you know what, my eyes are still really puffy. I covered it up, thank God, for makeup, but I still have 2 little like bruises here. I don't know if you can like really see them, but I still have 2 bruises under my eyes, and it hasn't even been 3 weeks yet. It's supposed to take at least a month for it to even go down like a tiny bit. So my impatient ass was like, all right, I'm gonna put on some makeup, I'm gonna get on camera finally, and I'm gonna tell you guys, because I thought I was gonna be able to explain to you guys literally the week after it happened. I looked like absolute hell. So I was like, there's no way. I'm waiting like at least another like 2 weeks. So swelling's gone down. It has. Like, I'll show you guys some pictures, maybe if I can add them into this video from my phone. But and then I had to come back here and, you know, literally like try and get all my work done and try and do as much as I can with not being in front of the camera, which is majority of my freaking life and day is being in front of the camera. So it's like, that was hard, and a lot of my videos I like to do are in front of the camera, obviously, and talking to you guys. I don't necessarily like to do the ones where I can't actually talk to you guys, because it's way better for me anyways. So yeah, so it takes a long time, and you have to be prepared for this. Like, you have to have somebody with you for the first whole week, which I recommend. I don't know how anybody else could possibly do this without somebody by their side that truly cares for you, that will be there for you literally the whole week. So what happened was, I show up for the surgery. The day of surgery, I fly in from Hawaii to LA, and let's see, yeah, I met with the doctor. I already had a face consultation with him in Hawaii since I'm here and he's in Beverly Hills. I already had a consultation with him. He told me everything that was wrong with my nose, which I've already got looked by from the doctors, like 4 different doctors when I used to live back in Los Angeles area. I had a deviated septum. I couldn't breathe, so my whole inside was really messed up. From the break, obviously I didn't like the side view or the other side view, so they fixed that. They straightened the top. I had a little hump right here that they shaved down, and then right here where it's still really swollen, I could feel it, but you guys can't feel it, obviously. They shaved down, so my bone is now skinnier, so I have the more like normal look. Yeah, so then if you can also see here, there's like that little scar right there that I put scar cream on twice a day because of the scar from doing the open rhinoplasty. So I not only did it for the breathing, but I also did it for the look. And I would never be one to be ashamed of what I paid for and got done, because I'm very proud of it. Like, I work hard and I was ready to do it. And I was doing it also because I'm young and this is the best time to do it. Also, so I can freaking breathe at night and not struggle with my breathing. Yeah, and I would never be ashamed of having or telling anybody that I got a rhinoplasty. Obviously, especially when you see me on camera and you see the difference. If you go look at my old videos, you'll be able to tell more. And if you see me in person, you're going to be able to... Oh, and they also refined the tip. So I also got the tip, like, lifted up more. So it's like, it's weird. It's still pretty numb. Like, I can't even really, like, fully feel it, especially, like, the tip. So it's really weird to put makeup on, because I was like, am I, like... I don't know. It's just, it's a weird feeling. If you've had one, you know. So yeah. So then I had the surgery, and they get you all prepped and ready. It's pretty nerve-wracking at first, but then once you go in, you know, you talk to the anesthesia people, you get cleared on like everything. You have to get a bunch of blood tests before you do the rhinoplasty, which the previous week I was in the hospital for a week for a bunch of other stuff. Well, that'll be a different video. Hold on, your girl's parched. Jesus. I haven't talked this long in a minute. So, yeah, so then, you know, you go through the whole 9 yards if you have to. Had to make sure my blood work was A1 since I was just out of the hospital, or else they weren't going to clear me for surgery, because you go under anesthesia, full anesthesia. So I was under, I got in the room, he put on a song, and I like went to Lola, and then I was out. And I was out cold for like, I think 3 hours. And I woke up, and I don't think I was ready to wake up. Like, they woke me up, and they're like, okay, time to go. And I was like, what the, like, I was still like out of it. Like, I felt like I was still really messed up. But they woke me up, and it was out of recovery. I guess I was in there for a while, and it was time to go. So I was still really fucked up, not gonna lie. So then we ended up staying, and my mom was with me the entire time, which I'm so grateful for. She did so much for me. She was like my 24-hour mommy nurse, which is such a blessing, because like I'm saying, if you want to do this, you guys, you need somebody with you. For sure the first day, but throughout the whole week. So, yes. we ended up staying in a hotel in Beverly Hills, right next to the surgery place, because I had to go back that next morning. And he had to recheck me just to make sure everything's okay before we drove an hour away where I live back at home, or where my parents' house is. So we ended up staying, went back at like 9 in the morning, and he checked me, and I was, I guess, okay to go back home. Then the hell begins. To be honest, this was the hard part. Sleeping, sitting up the entire week straight. I had to sleep like literally with 2 pillows behind me, sitting up. You can't lay down flat on your head, and you have a cast on. So I'll probably try and add in that picture too. You have a cast on your nose to obviously keep, you know, everything. You have splints up your nose. You have the gauze underneath for the blood. You have to switch that out every time, like every few hours that it drips or whatever. It's a hot mess. You look like a hot mess. Underneath your eyes, everybody bruises differently. Well, I knew I was going to bruise easily because I do just when I work out hard on my legs or work out and I get bruises. And I have thin skin, so I bruised like hell. Like I looked like I got in a UFC fight. Like it was crazy. So yeah, so the entire week, you know, my mom, thank God she was there for me. Thank God she's a stay-at-home mom, because she literally slept in my bed with me, helped me go to the bathroom, you know, helped me shower, all my medicine, wrote down every single medicine I need to take throughout the entire day, different times, because like they had me on Percocets. I was like, what the I'm taking Percocets for these pain pills? I've never had a drug in my life. So they had me on Percocets, they had me on antibiotics, they had you on freaking so I literally had like 5 different pills. She gave me all my meals, just everything. Some days I had nausea pills, some days I didn't want to eat, but I had to eat, and so like I had to take the nausea pills because of all the medicine makes you sick. And oh my gosh. So let me just tell you, that week was the longest week of my life, and I just did not feel good the entire week. I literally couldn't do anything on social media. Obviously, I couldn't do anything, my emails, I couldn't do nothing. And I was so sick of laying down every single day. So for somebody who is very active and who's a gym rat, to be honest, this is really hard. Anyways, then let's see, it's all blurred to me now, honestly, because I was on so much medicine and just like, yeah. But I got my cast off Monday, and that was by far the worst day ever. Why? Because that bitch hurt like a motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie, and nobody's gonna lie to you when they have a rhinoplasty and they get their cast off. The cast off hurts. The splints that they have to pull out are excruciating pain and makes you want to just punch someone in the throat. And then they have to do this cleaning stuff, and they have to like numb it, and then the numbing goes down your throat, so then your throat's numb. Anyways, I had it in the morning, and I didn't eat enough for breakfast, and they told me to take half of the Percocet for pain to help with the cast removal. And I got there late, and I was only able to take the pain medicine about 10 minutes before my cast removal, so it wasn't a good idea. So I didn't eat enough. I only had a smoothie, and I felt every bit of it, and it was horrible. Then I got really lightheaded, and I got really nauseous, and after they were all done cleaning it up, like he gave me the mirror to look at my nose, and finally you're supposed to be like all ecstatic and excited because your nose looks really good. And I was just like so out of it that I felt like I was about to pass out, but really I didn't like say it out loud because I didn't know if I was going to. And I was like, oh yeah, I love it, I'm sorry, I'm just like, I'm really out of it right now, like I'm sorry, I'm just like, and they're like, oh no, it's okay. Anyways, long story short, get in the elevator, go down the elevator, I literally like passed out. They had to rush down. I had to sit in the chair with my mom. They had to rush downstairs in the parking garage. Thankfully there was the guys in the parking garage that are used to people coming out of surgery like all the time. And they sat me down in their chair and let me wait there, and the nurse had to come down with those sniffing salts and swiped it under my nose, and I freaking flipped and like woke up, and it was just like, it was a hot mess. And then I had to wait there, and my mom had to go get me soup because I had like nothing in my stomach, and I was really sick, and they were scared to drive. My mom was scared to drive an hour home with me and thinking I was going to pass out in the car. So anyways, you guys, this is a long story, I know. and if you watch this whole thing, I appreciate you, but y'all have been asking me, so I'm telling you. Yeah, so I am back on camera, and I really don't give a hoo-ha about the swelling and everything because I'm proud that I did it. And yeah, once the swelling goes down, it's gonna even look better. Like, I can't wait. It's only been not even 3 weeks, like I said, and it's just gonna keep dropping throughout the whole year. So you guys will see in progression when this bitch goes down. You all see. So it'll be cool because you'll go back and look at my old videos and be like, dang girl, and then you'll see my new Instagram pictures and you'll see whatever, and it's just gonna keep dropping and dropping the swelling, and I'm just gonna be happier and happier. Another thing I'm really happy about is like I finally wear sunglasses now. Since I had the break, I couldn't wear sunglasses because right here it hurt so bad because it was so like broken and swollen that I couldn't ever wear sunglasses. So now, yeah, girl's gonna be wearing sunglasses. So anyways, that was my rhinoplasty story, and I'll try and add in these pictures as I'm editing right now. And yeah, so if you have any questions about getting a surgery done, a rhinoplasty, if you have any questions about that, you can send me an email, send me a DM on Instagram. I would love to help you guys or answer any of your questions because I just did it and I went through the experience. So I'll see you all soon, and I love you, Team T, baby.